Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about the Carolina Panthers in today's video. Now, rookie minicamp was like a week ago, but there's still a lot of things I'm really excited about, specifically the pair of rookie wide receivers, Tetairoa McMillan, and then 6th rounder Jimmy Horn Jr. from Colorado. Jimmy Horn Jr. is flying up the buzzworld for the Carolina Panthers. I also want to talk a little Mitchell Evans. I want to talk Carolina Panthers offense because we did a Panthers video for the podcast. You can check out the podcast, the links in the description of this video, but we talked so much defense last week for Carolina. I want to talk about some of these rookies. This is just, Tet talking about working off the side with wide receiver coach Rob Moore. And apparently they've been developing a nice rapport. We're going to get into some highlights and some clips here in just a second. Tet's so fascinating because that weird scouting report of him from a comment many years ago saying he doesn't really watch much film, he doesn't watch much football. I feel like for some reason that really lowered his draft rating, or his draft stock, I should say. Tet falling all the way to Carolina, in my opinion, from a Packers fan, would be Carolina's best case scenario, right? Because they need a wide receiver number one of the future, and you need to continue to give Bryce Young weapons. And you guys picked up so many nice pieces in free agency, and then defensively, you take care of the edge with Princely in the 3rd round and then Nick in the 2nd round. So let's get into some actual clips from rookie minicamp. But before we do, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content, and let's get into it. All right, guys, this is the man, the legend. I don't even think we've talked about him once on this channel because, like I said, we've been so focused on defense. Jimmy Horn Jr. reportedly put together the most impressive body of work of any wide receiver at the Panthers rookie minicamp. Now, I get it. It is just rookie minicamp, and people hype, people freak out, people overreact to rookie minicamp, and I guess I'm doing it right now. But I get so amped up with this stuff, man. I really do. Horn was reportedly one of the twitchiest route runners on the field this past week at minicamp, and he was noticeably quicker than Tet, which sounds like a dig. I don't think it's a dig. Jimmy Horn Jr., and you can see it on the field. You can see how he's breaking some of these routes. He looks really crisp. And he was wide receiver number 4 in the Colorado statistical depth chart as far as total receiving yards. Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, obviously the main wide receiver QB duo. But Horn last season earned a 65.1 receiving grade. He averaged just a little under 12 yards per catch. But just like you're seeing right now, and this is a nice throw as well from number 10, the film is what really speaks out. And so we do this every year where, we talk about gems of the draft, and we talk about, each team's actual gem. And that can't be somebody taken in the first 4 rounds. So Jimmy Horn Jr. is by far the gem of the draft for the Carolina Panthers. Now, I could get a little bit technical and say, I think Princely's got a lot of talent, a lot of potential there. But Jimmy Horn is really, really, immediately when he got drafted, people were throwing the film on, throwing the tape on, and really starting to get excited. And now that we actually see him running routes and being on the Carolina Panthers practice field, it's starting to feel very real that he could have a role on this team next season. And just the whole ethos with Bryce Young and Tet and Jimmy, just continue to give Bryce as many weapons as humanly possible so you can get him playing the best football that we have yet to see. And this is Tet is a huge game changer. The last rookie, the last wide receiver number 1, or I should say first wide receiver drafted that didn't work out was 5 years ago, and it was Henry Ruggs, and that was, for unfortunate circumstances. So this was number 1 wide receiver taken. I guess actually Travis Hunter technically falls under that category, so never mind, but you get what I'm saying. All right, let's move to more rookies. It's just a short little clip here from Mike K on Twitter, working on Mitchell Evans, sorry, rookie number 84, tight end out of Notre Dame, working on individual tight end drills here. I don't know if I don't know if the Panthers beat writers and the journalists and the guys who cover your team, I don't know if they were allowed actually at rookie minicamp, or it must be to a certain degree because there's very little film on a lot of this. But anyways, I wanted to have this clip because I'm a biased Notre Dame football fan, so it is important to keep that in mind. The tight end room for Carolina is extremely interesting, but what I really like about Mitchell Evans, outside of being a Notre Dame guy, is he's huge. He's 6'5", 260 pounds, and I would say he's much more versatile than the penciled-in starter right now, Tommy Tremble. Now, Tremble is a phenomenal run blocker, right? But Mitchell Evans was a really good receiver for Notre Dame. There is just one small concern. So last year, he led the Irish with 43 catches for 421 yards. Now, college tight end stats for me, at least in my opinion, are always kind of difficult to gauge. Those are good in my opinion. The issue, like I said, is he only technically had 3 total touchdowns. And so Tommy Tremble, not a huge, not necessarily known for his red zone touchdown abilities. JT Sanders last year, rookie 4th round pick. I kind of am really excited to see some 2 tight end sets between Mitchell Evans and JT Sanders, because I really liked the JT pick last season and I really liked the Mitchell Evans pick this year. And I know one of these guys at the very minimum is going to turn into a serviceable starting tight end for your franchise. So I just wanted to throw in some Mitchell Evans love. Guys, I wanted to throw this clip in here because undrafted quarterback Ethan Garbers was the only passer in Panthers rookie minicamp. So he got a bunch of reps, all the reps in individual drills. And so we got a tweet here from Mike K, who did a phenomenal job with Minicamp. Go follow him on Twitter. But this guy's interesting to me. Obviously, Bryce Young is the starting QB. That's clear. I don't even need to say that out loud. Ethan Garbers is interesting to me because 2 years ago with Chip Kelly as his head coach, he came in through 11 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Last year at UCLA with no Chip Kelly, or I guess Chip Kelly, but you get what I'm saying. UCLA went downhill really quick. He threw 16 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. The stats weren't crazy, but his leading receiver was a tight end, and his second leading receiver was a running back. And the tight end had like 500 yards, the running back had like 350. So it didn't really seem like he had too many guys to throw to. I just found this interesting because Mike K reported that for the most part, he was accurate and on time with his throws. Nothing crazy, but a very solid rookie minicamp performance. So I wanted to throw this in here. But yeah, I can't find much other than this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll do a defensive video in the next couple of days, but hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. And guys, let me know your thoughts. Give me what rookie offensive player are you most excited about for this upcoming season? Let me know down below. That's it from me. Peace.